Right.
Okay, let's call this meeting to order. Welcome everyone. If you please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Okay, let's start out with a roll call. Alderman Smith.
Present.
Alderman Quinn. Alderman Snyder.
Present.
Alderman Saunders.
Present.
Alderman Simpson.
Present.
Alderman Osborne.
Present.
We have a quorum. We shall proceed. Okay, first thing on the agenda will be to review and approve the minutes of the January 22nd, 2026 Board of Aldermen meeting under tab 4.
Oh, that's done. I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from January 22nd, 2026.
I want to say something real quick. I do know that there is one correction.
I saw that too, on line 110 or something, 109. Is that one?
Line 91.
Oh, I was on,
Yes, the amount should be $8,500.
What you have wrong?
on line 109, it said Alderman Snyder, but I think Mike was absent,
Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
so I'm not sure who made that motion,
Yeah.
but I'd already left, so I don't know who made it.
Let's see, that was,
You're on 109?
Mhm.
That was for
Safety clean.
safety clean.
It's no big deal, but I just don't know who made it.
Good catch.
yeah.
The safety
I don't
clean.
know. I think it's probably Adrian, wasn't it?
I seconded it.
Oh, you second. Maybe it was Jason.
Sorry.
Actually, I don't know that that even belongs in these minutes. That took place at the January.
No, I was here for that
Yeah.
January
Oh,
So I
this
need to
22nd.
strike that.
Okay.
So you're going to be scratching,
Oh, wait a minute.
Line 109 and 110 need to be removed.
all right. So can we go ahead and approve these with those corrections?
Yeah.
We have a motion?
I'll second.
We have a motion, second on the floor to approve the minutes as corrected. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Next thing on the agenda will be the mayor's report. I'll try to keep it short. We had a manager's meeting on Wednesday. We met with the department supervisors. We reviewed the annual budget, got familiar with the budget under the new BSNA software, had a short discussion on planning, had quite an interesting conversations as a matter of fact. We also discussed putting together a safety committee, but that will be at a future meeting. We are expecting a request for qualifications to receive those by February 13th for an engineering service or consultant for the airport. For those of you who have not been here in the past when we've discussed this, the Missouri Department of Transportation has a group or a unit specifically for airports. There are funds available. You have to have a engineering consultant in order to apply for those grants, and that's what the purpose of this is, to get a engineer selected to represent us with the Missouri Department of Revenue. As some of you might remember, we got a grant several months ago for what's called emerging contaminants from the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. We received that grant. Klinger & Associates was the engineering firm selected to do the studies. Those test results are now available, and we will be setting up a meeting with them to discuss the testing results and the path forward. And that was an engineering, that was what's called an Emerging Contaminants Project or grant. And then we'll be talking about the CDBG grant later on during our discussion tonight. And that concludes my report. Next thing we have on the agenda will be the city clerk's report.
I don't have much other than really what's in your packet there. This budget does reflect the October revenues and expenses, so therefore it is up to date on those.
Any questions for the city clerk? Moving right along, city attorney's report.
No report other than, you'll see the ordinances in there under new business. Been working on nuisance issues, which Mr. Potterfield will report on. So that's all I've got.
Okay, any questions for the city attorney? Okay, moving right along. Do we have any authorized guest speakers, Madam City Clerk? All right, we'll move right along to new business. First thing we have will be bill number 15, found under tab 9. This is the result of a request from Alderman Smith. I'm going to guess that this is the second or third time we've talked about this. Everyone's had a chance to review this in some detail. And I will submit to the board that after having this week's meeting with the managers and going over the budget, I'm no longer in support of this.
I mean, I guess I'm not either, and only for one reason is because things can come up during the course of the year that we didn't anticipate when we were budgeting, and so we approve a budget based upon what we think we know at that time. I could see easily going over one single line item, but the overall budget is still intact for that department. So I guess my opinion would be, I think I mentioned in an email to maybe review this budgets on a quarterly basis with the department heads, or more frequently, monthly, I don't care what that is, and kind of maybe put up a yellow signal, not a hard stop, but just let them know, you know, we're approaching that.
I agree with what you're saying, and let me try to qualify my comments. During the course of going through the budget this first time with the managers, there were several line items, particularly in areas of safety and compliance, are already over. And it occurred to me as we went through this, there's also some areas that are going to require some budget maintenance. We ran into one today where there was an omission in this budget that you've got in your packet in the street department. The line item for the summer help, the labor costs, was accidentally omitted. We've also we see on this budget there's going to be some areas that are going to be over. And what occurred to me is if we're forced to do the hard stop and the freeze, as often as this may occur just because of the way that the budget is put together and the descriptions. And and one other thing I learned is there's probably going to be some confusion that occurs when the department managers make a determination in some areas like vehicle maintenance, equipment maintenance for two that come up, where they said that goes could throw one out quite a bit. And maybe I'm exercising too much caution, but this is our first go around with this software. And this will be, at the end of this fiscal year, we will have the most accurate numbers that we've had since most likely February of 2022. And I'm not gonna go into that whole scenario. But I think, Danette, would you say at the end of this fiscal year, we'll probably have the best numbers we've had in 3 or 4 years? And so my thought process is to recommend to the board to push this out. I'm not saying throw it away. I'm not saying put it in a round file, but push this out, and depending upon who's on this board at the end of this fiscal year, come back and look at this or some variation of it. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm on the table for that. I mean, a lot of your points are right. You know, we still have, I think, still a lot of areas we don't really have great clarity, I don't think, in the numbers yet. We're getting better all the time. We should have the audit here soon. And I guess also, with or without the ordinance, I guess when push comes, we still have the discretion as a council to, you know, bring up those topics anytime.
I think the logic behind it's good. I mean, I like the intent of it, but I just don't know if we're there yet.
I mean, to your point, generally the budget and the things we've been changing around and stuff, it may be a little bit micromanagement, the way it's stated now.
I agree.
Yeah.
One line item. Yeah.
I think we'll come back. You know, it's certainly your all's choice, obviously, but I think my recommendation would be to table this, and I'm not even going to set a date to bring it back, unless, of course, you all want to do something different.
I'll make a motion to table bill number 15.
We have a motion on the floor to table bill number 15. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to table bill number 15. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries. Let's move right along to bill number 17. This is a bill authorizing the execution of a real estate contract. And you can find that here. And this,
Sorry, but there's a picture in here, but the picture's not.
Doesn't go with
Okay,
this.
I just want to make sure that
That's
the picture. I'm like, that's not the
separate,
same.
that's a couple more down on the list, Alderman Smith, and we're going to get to that. Okay, what we have here is bill number 17. It's an ordinance authorizing the execution of a real estate contract by and between the city of Monroe City, Missouri, and Chloe Latovsky, and the execution of a quitclaim deed to city property to Chloe Latovsky, purchaser under said real estate contract. Long story short, we put 209 First Street and 129 First Street out for bids. Mrs. Latovsky was a successful bidder on both properties. The board voted to approve both of those bids on that date and to award the bids to Chloe Latovsky. What this does is allows the city of Monroe City to complete the sale, so to speak, and this specifically authorizes the mayor to enter into said agreement.
Those were the sale we approved last council meeting.
Yes.
I make the motion that we approve the mayor to sign the claim.
All right, we have a motion on the floor to approve bill number 17. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve bill number 17, an ordinance authorizing the execution of a real estate contract by and between the city of Monroe City, Missouri and Chloe Latovsky, and the execution of a quitclaim deed to said property to Chloe Latovsky, purchaser under said real estate contract. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. What else we need to do on this?
Second reading.
Second?
Or you have to have a motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion for the second reading of bill number 17.
We have a motion on the floor for the second reading of bill number 17. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve bill number 17, an orders authorizing the execution of a real estate contract by and between the city of Monroe City, Missouri and Chloe Latovsky, and the execution of a quitclaim deed to city property to Chloe Latovsky, purchaser, under said real estate contract.
Alderman Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Schneider,
Yes.
Alderman Simpson,
Yes.
Alderman Osborne,
Yes.
Alderman Saunders.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Is there a reason why there's not a bill number 16?
I don't know what happened to 16. I don't make the bills. All right, next thing we have is the CDBG demolition grant application. What we need from the board,
Sign a resolution.
What tab is that under?
It's not.
it isn't.
Okay.
We need the board to approve our application, to go through the process for an application of a
CDBG.
CDBG grant. It's that simple.
Probably needs to also state that the funds for this grant would be from the economic development tax. Any funding used.
Do you have to give a dollar amount? Is this for like the
We
resolution?
don't know at this
Oh,
point
okay.
in time.
And this is just a grant application, is this, do we have we have somebody who's doing the grant application for us?
We have an
It's a
RFP
complicated
out right
process.
now for a grant writer and an administrator.
Okay, and I was asking,
Right.
just asking that, whether that would
We
be part
sent
of
out
the
23
motions or not.
separate requests from the entities prescribed by the Missouri Department of Economic Development. All 23 received the request and the appropriate documentation along with that request. What will happen is the process is very similar to when we employ, if you will, an engineering firm. This is called a request for services versus a request for qualification. Once you receive all the RFSs that you will receive, you'll go through a scoring process. The scoring process, how it's done, there's an outline for that's very specific. And then once you select that entity or service they will do the grant writing. They will submit all the information to the Missouri Department of Economic Development to apply for a CDBG grant. Now, they already know that the intended purpose is for the demolition of certain properties that meet their requirements to qualify. The Economic Development Sales Tax Board has set aside funds to help with the participation that has to occur above and beyond the homeowner's participation. Is that the right way to say that, John? Mm-hmm. And so that's what we need is for the, how are we going to do this to not have anything in writing?
Just to move forward with the grant application
The funding being,
set aside by the.
And
Now-
when we have to approve funding later, when we approve a request?
Yeah.
Like, we'll get we'll have a whole list, and we'll say, okay, we're gonna take these guys.
Yes.
At some point in time, the city will have to sign a resolution committing the dollars and the in-kind and all that as part of the grant application.
Right.
We're just not there yet.
We're not,
Okay,
we're not at that point
Alright.
yet, but we still have to have the board's approval to apply for the grant.
I'll make a
Now-
motion.
Well, hold on one second, I
Go
want to
ahead.
clarify something. Now, one of the things that we discussed when we were talking with the individuals that were representing this may not be a 25-26 expenditure, it may be a 27-28. I don't know if we're going to get in under the timeline for this.
Is it April? Deadline?
I think it's April. I'm not going to submit that I know that to be true.
If it's April, we won't make it. There's just too much legwork has to be done first.
Well, I mean, the sooner
But we're
we
not
get started.
committing
Yeah.
any, we're not committing any dollars to it.
I know there's been a lot of people looking about that for several years now, so. That's
So I guess it's just
Get the
proceed
ball
with the
rolling.
application.
Yeah, I make a motion that we proceed with the application, or to approve that we proceed with the application for CDB grant.
Second.
I'm unclear how to qualify the participation level from
The
the
economic-
tax board because I don't have a written commitment.
Well, maybe we don't need to do that yet.
Well, at
do
this
we?
point, we haven't spent
We
any
don't.
money anyway.
We don't know.
Okay, we have a motion second on the floor to approve the submission of a CDBG grant. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion carries. We'll have to come back and revisit this, I'm sure. There'll be a lot more going on. Now, next thing we have is sale of city property. In your packet, you will see that there is a nice little shiny piece of paper like this. What that is 6.1 acres of property that the city of Monroe City owns. It borders County Line Road and Lake Park Road. And we have received communication